Hey guys. Okay, so if you're watching, thank you. Settle in because this is going to be a few minutes. I went out with one of my friends tonight and we had a really good conversation, and that inspired me to talk about what I'm going to talk about and to reveal to the world what I'm going to reveal. About a week ago, I showed my friends something that I'm going to share with everybody else tonight. But first I want to talk a little bit about what I'm going to show and why I'm going to show it. Tonight, I talked to my friend about my husband being a photographer and how he takes pictures of all these models, and how, even though they're beautiful and gorgeous, still some of them will message him and say, before you post my pictures, I still want you to, edit this out or add this. And it got us to thinking, us being women, we're never 100% fully satisfied with what we have as women. And I'm sure that there are still some men out there too that aren't 100% satisfied with what they have. And, we never will be. That's just human nature. It is what it is. And that brought me to thinking about what I've been wrestling with my whole life. And that is, my hair. And I have wrestled with my hair my entire life. And it started when I was, it started mostly like when I was in 8th grade. I noticed that my hair was really thinning out, and I could see it up here mostly. And there wasn't really anything I could do about it. I noticed that it was hereditary, and my mom said that she had always had thin hair. And I thought, okay, well, maybe this isn't really, this won't get really any worse. Because I noticed my mom's wasn't so bad, and I thought, okay, well, at least I'm not my dad. And my dad, all of his hair had fallen out, and I thought, well, okay, it can't get that bad. Well, I was wrong. I got into high school, and it kept getting worse. And so I thought, okay, well, maybe if I lighten my hair, it won't be as noticeable. So in 10th grade, I dyed my hair very, very blonde. And if you go back into the yearbooks, you will see that that was a hideous, hideous mistake. And I hide my 10th grade yearbook from many, many people, and I will not let them see my 10th grade yearbook. So, after that, I didn't go back completely blonde. I would put in highlights and do the best I could. So, moving on. When I got into college, it kept getting worse. And then, I had a comment from one of my friends about my hair that really hurt. And 2 of my other friends came over to my dorm room, and they said, okay, we're going to work on your hair, and we're going to get it styled so that you don't have to worry about this anymore. You can go out, you can be confident, you don't have to worry about this happening anymore. So they styled it so that my bangs would cover whatever spots I had going on in my hair. So I felt confident from then on out. Well, in college, it still continued. The thinning continued, and so on, so forth. When I moved to Texas, it was still thinning out. Eventually, one of my students asked me, as kids have no filters, one of my students asked me, why are you bald? Because, the light hits, and I said, it sometimes happens, kept my cool, kept it together, It sometimes happens, it is what it is, shook it off, went in, taught my lessons, went home and cried that night because it hurts, I mean, kids ask, but what are you gonna do? Not that long after that incident, I saw on TV on an infomercial that there was this hair powder, and it was meant to fill in spots in your hair that were thinning out. It was meant for women, but guys could get it too. I bought that And I bought it constantly. It seemed like I bought stock in that company. I bought it all the time. I filled in all the spots in my hair. It blended in perfectly. It was great. As all good things come to an end, it came to an end. And they stopped making it. And it broke my heart. You know, what could I do after that? Nothing. So one day I was at the mall with my friend, and we came across this place that had clip-in hair, like hair pieces. And so with my regular hair that I had, I clipped it in. And so I wore that, and I wore the hell out of it. I wore it for 3 years, and I clipped it into my normal hair every single day, and the confidence it gave me was overwhelming. I felt so much better about myself. I felt like, it's going to sound silly, but I felt like a woman, actually, for the first time ever. I felt like a woman with a full head of hair. I'm going to get emotional. It's been hard. So, yeah. So I wore the hell out of that, okay? So the clips broke, and I was like, okay, this is starting to look kind of shitty, because, like, I had to start bobby pinning it into my hair, and people are kind of like, your hair looks great, but you're wearing it back all the time. And I'm like, well, damn. So it's about to get real, y'all. So I hope you're settled in. So in 2018, I went and I bought the hair that you see right now. It is a wig. This isn't my real hair. As a matter of fact, a few months after, since I've been in Texas, it's very hot down here. And I told my husband at 2:30 in the morning, mind you, because I'm a night owl, let's be real. I told my husband, I said, I'm really hot having to wear this on top of my real hair. It's insane. It's like 100 degrees out there. I can't handle this anymore. I'm like, I'm going to go shave my hair off. He's like, my husband's incredibly supportive. He's wonderful. And so he's like, do it. And I said, okay, I'm going to do it. And he was like, let's go. We went in the bathroom, and I shaved all of my hair off. And that is what's under this. And I now present to you my wrestling with my hair for the last 34 years. Here you are. That's me. And that's what you get. Thank you for listening to my story. If there's anyone else out there that you know of that needs to hear this story, please feel free to share it with them. Because I know I'm not the only woman out there fighting this. Thank you for listening.